Hydration does go in with the ult though. Oh, he kills Paintbrush. I haven't been too much of a fan of Hydration's Winston. But let's look at his mechanics here. Okay, so this was good. I was chasing the Tracer. Oh, you're 2 HP, don't go in! Oh. Okay, that was a questionable jump. Outlaws is gonna have to look for a good walkout here, and it's gonna be up to Dante kind of to get the EMP off. Wow, they're taking so much damage in this walk up. Look at how low Hydration and Meko already are. This is very rough for the Outlaws as a whole. And just taking like this much damage when you have Brig Zen, it's just gonna end up forcing your support to ult. So Rappel's probably gonna have to ult, which I guess it's not too bad, but then Doa has a free blade, right? They do end up getting Crimzo though. Nice job by Dante to set that up. And I think that's a massive error on Fuel's part too. Like, how do their supports get so split? Crimzo and Paintbrush. And No 2, right? They should all be butt buddies. And they should almost always just be playing together. Okay, so Crimzo backs up into a room. Meanwhile, Paintbrush is on the low ground. So this is bad communication, right? Especially in the dive v dive, this can basically never happen. Because of that, Crimzo gets caught out. Man, your analysis is so good. Well, you just gotta stay together when you're playing against like a Sombra Genji, Winston Diva. When you're playing the Brig Zen. Like, the Brig needs to just bucket the Zen super hard, because the Zen is a super carry character. Like, Zen does so much damage. Trance is insane. Discord's insane. But when Zen is the first one to fall in a fight, you lose that fight 95% of the time. Crimzo is already 95% to ult too. Maybe he was like trying to hide for the EMP, but he didn't even have trance yet. So that doesn't make sense either. Oh, whoa. That's a cool blink. Didn't even know you could do that. Look at that. He's already teaching me stuff. What a guy. Look at this. Look at this. Throws a clip, gets the reload, jumps on the Bastion, and then blinks over. I didn't know you could do that. That is very cool. Blink. ONIGOD'S already big brain. That is very cool. Oh, but then he misses a sticky. Oh, but then Jexay walks into it. There's just no way. This only happens in the Battle of Texas. He just jumps into it. He tries to block it, but it's already inside of his shield. Oh god. Okay. So this fight, coming in, Outlaws really can't lose this fight. This is that fight that Fuel had on their attack, right, where they just have too many ults. Their goal should really be to not use too many ults to win this fight, right? If they can use 1 or 2, that'd be really good. Because if they use too much, it's going to be really hard to get all the way to third point. Damsu gets hacked instantly, so that's really good for Dante here. Because obviously, Fuel were trying to split to avoid the EMP from happening. But whenever teams do this, I can't help but feel like it doesn't work against good teams. Because good teams will notice that the enemy team is splitting up, and then they'll just focus the front line. And because the front line is getting focused, people have to come out of hiding. So it's not as good as the theory says, right? Hiding for like EMP. If teams are good, they'll notice you're hiding, then you have to come out of hiding, and then they still get a good EMP. Both teams go up, but not too good of an EMP here for Dante. And I feel like he could have just waited, right? I feel like all Outlaws needed to do was just shoot Gamsu here. Like, everybody's inside. There's no real reason to EMP here. Yeah, because of the EMP comes out, now all of fuel can push, right? Because the EMP is gone. So it was like the threat of the EMP was better than actually EMPing. Gamsu does still end up dying. Was still hacked, right? Trade hydration. Now, Blase also have to ult, Meko has to ult, right? So this is horrible for Outlaws, because they came in with such an ult advantage. And they just starting to use all their ults just because of Cole. And they might still lose the fight here too. Paintbrush ends up dying. Oh, Repel ends up dying. Yeah, no clutches up. But I feel like that's all just due to Outlaws not being patient. And it's such a throw to EMP here. Right, like they have this fight right here. They have this fight won. But one, Repel gets hacked while calling, so they didn't do a good job of stopping Doha from doing that. And two, Dante's gonna go EMP here. But it's just a way too early EMP, right? If he just waits, like even up top here, like if he literally just sits here, waits till people push hydration because Dallas have to push the point. Outlaws just win this fight. And they don't get the Coalescence. Coalescence still healing Gamsu. Repel's Coalescence got cancelled. Hey, it's just a stack up of mistakes. Good stun there from Note, actually. That was really good. Completely shuts down Blase's blade. He gets hacked even. But he still kills everybody. Dallas Fuel. Again, playing this kind of rush comp. They've been very successful on this. I think Ryan is just so good in the meta. I'm not sure if you have to play rush supports with it. But I think you can get to this support line from the Outlaws pretty quickly with this Ryan comp. Especially if they can hack somebody. And it's very hard for Winston D.Va to really kill the Fuel supports here, right? Outlaw supports are playing very far back. No reason to go in right now. Good peel here on the back line for Paintbrush and Crimzo. Yeah, they're kind of just sitting on point, grabbing control. And the problem here is that both Hydration and Meko, they can't really go in for poke. Right, they really can't, because if they play poke, it takes a million years to heal up with these supports. Well, if the Dallas tanks take poke, it takes a while with the Moira Lucio, but it's a lot faster, right? So the only ones that can really do a lot here are the Genji and the Tracer, or Outlaws. But that's a lot of weight, right, on those two shoulders. They have to do a shit ton. Is it Lucio or Lucio? I think it's Lucio. Lucio? I always just say Lucio. Lucio. Fine. Lucio. Okay, so Few again, playing the Reinhardt comp. Outlaws learning, adapting. Full adaptation here from Outlaws. I actually really like this. Where they're playing a hard rush comp. They're playing the Sigma now. I think either team could have just played Brig Bap here, because that's really good on this map. But here, out of mirror comps. Dante's playing Reaper. I actually think Outlaws have the better comp here. Because they have so much more frontline damage right now that all they have to do is just run over the enemy tanks. While I think Sombra takes a long time to set up. Right? Like, Sombra can't get like a quick hack. She's not gonna do as well as like a Genji or a Reaper. And I actually feel like Reaper's kind of underrated right now. I think Reaper's a really strong character. Because armor got nerfed and Reaper, or like the Brig armor is gone, right? Unless she rallies. And Reaper did really bad against Brig and really bad against armor. So now with that gone, I could see Reaper make a pretty big return, especially when Mei's unbanned. But we'll have to see, right? Free is still also really good against Reaper. Reaper Genji? I think Reaper Genji's pretty damn good here. I think Genji's completely busted. Reaper only works with Rush, like with Reinhardt Rush, because he needs to get so close. And I think once Orissa's back, just because her ult's so broken, I think obviously Reaper won't be meta because don't play Reaper with Orisa. But then I think we'll just see Ashe again, Ashe Genji, Kree Genji, things that rely on Genji. But for next week, maybe we'll see some more Reaper. I really think Reaper's pretty strong. Dante's gonna swap over to the Sombra. Presumably he touched the point. Okay, so yeah, I kind of like this actually. They're gonna have Dante touch the point, then they're gonna rotate. But I think here it comes, chat. Dante can just sit on the point forever too. He's not contested. Both teams. Cole. Nice call from Rappel actually. Dante's still on the point, which is really good. He's fighting the K. He's actually got a hack on the K. Really good. Note ends up dying to the Sombra ult. More people are gonna go deal with Dante actually. Dante TP'd out. I think if Dante stayed in for a little longer, maybe they wouldn't have C9'd this. And yeah, because Dante TP's out, they're screwed. Then Blase is gonna go ult to the point. He's gonna try and touch. But I think he would have hit it. He just didn't come down in time. So that, I think if Dante just stays on and dies on the point, they win that. Really rough. But it was a Charlie Niner. And that's how this series ends.
Guitar strings don't do shit.
Yeah.
They're too loose.
Boom, boom, boom.